Okay, Jessica Joy with This Is My Story Solutions, because I'm about the solutions. And I'm about to give you a state house tour through the eyes of a former madam. When I realized that government is simply a house of prostitution, I lit up like the 4th of July. So I'm going to show you behind me what I see. Okay, so this is what I see. Behind me, right there, is what I pointed out during session, during funnel week. I pointed out that that table right there is where all the buyers put their bags during session. That right there is where the sex buyers, our special interest groups place their bags there during session. Why? Most state houses have rooms that you can go and speak to the legislator with in private, but not here. They don't have individual offices. So what does that mean? That all of your buyers and special interest groups, they place their bags right there. See where my finger is pointing? When I ran a brothel, there was a place for men to put their wallets down. And to me, that is the only order in this house. Yeah, that's where the buyers put their bags during session. During funnel week, what does funnel week mean? So when your session starts, it starts like a countdown. I don't know if you've ever played sports before, but you have a time clock that starts. So on the first day of session, which we are there for, yeah, we're there day one, and we need to be there every single day. We need to have churches take every single day. This church will take Monday, this church will take Tuesday, because when we are not here for decades, no wonder this has become a house of prostitution. Duh. Okay, so that is the table that everybody puts their bags on. And during funnel week, which there's tons of little kids here, tons of legislators kissing babies, but they're not here. They're here to kiss the little baby, and then they go talk to their buyer. Yeah, the one who put them through into office. When we lobby, they ask, did you fund the campaign? Because if you didn't, they don't want to talk to you. That's where the buyers go, okay? And then we have the House of Representatives and the Senate. And out here is where normal everyday folk go, like your little church people and your little school groups that are doing tours. They will stand out here and talk to legislators, but the legislators are not here to talk to families and kiss babies. They're here to talk to their buyers. And let me show you the office of the buyer. House lobbyist area. So that you know, this is the room that all of your government decisions are made. This is the room where our porn filter bill has gone to die. This is the room where children are exposed to pornography because of this room. The tech companies, Verizon, Samsung, Hewlett-Packard, the Concerned Women for America, which has killed our legislation. This is where Concerned Women for America goes. This is where family policymakers go. This is where the buyer goes. So let me show you the room of the buyer. And I didn't look in here during session, but see, those steps are where they call off the legislator off the floor, and then the buyer sits over here. So this is where the buyers are, and this is where the legislators come down. So this door makes up all the decisions in your state. So it's not we the people, it's we the special interest. This is where your banks come to lobby. This is where your hotels come to lobby. This is where anybody that has $5 in their pocket, they pay these people to come in here and buy off your legislators. This is the room of shame. This is the brothel. All of your decisions are made here. This is where your legislators come down the steps, and this is where the buyers check up on them. So once again, here's the, so pretty, isn't it? It's just like a brothel, though. Upstairs are where the brothel, where the sex buyers, or excuse me, where the special interest groups, they get rooms and they host lunches in those rooms, and they plead their cases to multiple legislators at the same time. Do Christians rent out that room, or not rent out that room, but what if Christians reserved that room? What if Christians reserved that room? What if Christians reserved that room? And on Monday, they talk about protecting the children. And on Tuesday, they talk about protecting kids on technology. And on Wednesday, they go over separating the schools from the religion of secular humanism. And then on the next Monday, they go over this subject, this subject, this subject. And for every subject to protect the family, a church is sponsoring that room, a church is sponsoring that room, a church is sponsoring that room. But that's not the reality, folks. Who is sponsoring lunches in these rooms are the buyers, the tech companies. Verizon will have that one day, Hewlett Packard, big energy, big whatever. Like, this is where they meet with their prostitutes. They buy them lunch. When I first saw this happening in capitals, I'm like, we can't afford lunches. We can't do this. We don't have any people renting out these rooms. These are the rooms that the buyers meet the girls, so to speak. Please see this through my eyes. This is not a state house. This is a brothel. That's where the buyers meet your legislators. And up there in the rooms is where they meet over lunch, and they strategize how to destroy the family. So I just wanted you guys to see. It's beautiful, it's glamorous. These people have no idea that this is a brothel.